Thanks for having us here tonight. I went to brunch today, and there were so many fucking hipster babies there. Like, everybody brought their baby to brunch. Why do these babies need to brunch? I don't know, and they need to go to like the fancy coffee shops and everything. My baby loves to crawl around the floor at Volta Coffee. She just likes to be near the fair trade $6 coffees. When I was a kid, my parents were hardcore atheists, and for 1 week they sent me to a Christian summer camp because it was free. And one day I came home and they were like, "How was summer camp?" And I said, they talked to us about God. And they were like, "Oh yeah? What's up with God?" And I was like, "Apparently he lives in the ceiling and he's always watching us. It's creepy, I don't want to go back there." They were like, "That's cool." I always thought, personally, that I don't want to have kids, but I think I just don't want to be a mom. I think I would make a really cool dad. Just like come home from work at 6 p.m. Like, "Hey, sport, tell me about your day." Okay, that's enough. Daddy needs a drink. We show up to one soccer game and everybody loses their shit. Like, "Oh, look who's here! It's Daddy." They're like, "Daddy's got to go on tour with her band for 2 weeks, but I'm going to come back and buy you McDonald's." I feel like I could do all that as a dad and still at some point in the year be gifted a #1 dad mug. At least once a year. I think I'd make a cool dad, but I'm gonna let the old white men in government decide because they know what's best. I've been called brave, a hero even, for having natural eyebrows. I know. It's not easy. Just walk out of the house like this. But my roommate likes to keep it really tight. So he ordered a men's manicure kit. It came with an instructional video. So we popped it in, and there's this fancy lumberjack kind of guy, and he's like, "All right, now the first thing you want to do, now this might sound kind of feminine, but you're gonna want to soak your hand in water for 60 seconds. Why is that feminine? "Oh, you're gonna wash your hands like some dang lady woman? Not in my America." It did come in a pink box though. So what's up with that? Do women own the color pink? Is that ours? Oh, thank you. But I think we'd rather own property and maybe the other 30% of equal pay. Let's start with that. So as a feminist, I love pickup lines. Just holler them at me. I love them. I love to hear them. My favorite pickup line is probably, "Shorty, what you think?" Because he's asking about your mind, your intellect, you know? It's like he's saying, "Excuse me, fine miss who's walking across the gas station parking lot. I will comment on the exquisiteness of your posterior at a later time, but for now, can I get your opinion on some matters? Shorty, what you think?" I think it'd be cool to open up a feminist strip club. They, preferred pronoun, would do complex algebra problems while holding majority stock in the company and all residuals. That's it. That's as far as I've gotten with that. So I think just about everyone I know suffers from depression and anxiety. Woo! Yeah, let's hear it. They're not here tonight because they can't leave the house for crippling depression and anxiety. But I wondered why an entire generation, would develop these conditions. And now I realize we knew it was going to be the prerequisite to getting your medical marijuana card. So we're good. That's evolution. A lot of my comedian friends are depressed. A lot of comedians are depressed. They'll get up and talk about it. I think maybe somewhere in town there's a therapist who's saying, "That's all the time we have for today. But if you'd like to continue to talk about your feelings, there's an open mic Sundays at the UC." Meanwhile, I'm doing so well that my therapist says I don't even have to come to these shows anymore. Just straight therapy for me. So thank you very much. And with that, let's get this show started. We're going to bring out your first comedian of the night.